Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to be working on page 320 today, and we are going to be looking at perpendicular lines. And we are going to have to find these perpendicular lines and then name the corresponding pair of perpendicular sides and their points. So, let's begin discussing what is a perpendicular line and how can we find them. So a perpendicular line is when we are finding right angles. So if I were to make this line here and intersect them, we will have some perpendicular lines whenever we have a right angle. And say this point is A, this point is B, and this point is C. These perpendicular lines are going to be focused primarily on that right angle. They're perpendicular. So a line BA is perpendicular to BC. And we know that they are perpendicular because of this right angle. So, knowing that's how we discuss and name the corresponding pair is using this symbol, this sign, this perpendicular sign, we can begin understanding how to name each corresponding pair for the perpendicular sides. So let's go into this first one here for A. And right away, they began here on this side, and we are definitely going to have more perpendicular lines, especially going from A to C, and then C to D. We're making a perpendicular line. And you can see here that we're going from A to C to D. And these are our points, right? And they are perpendicular, meaning that they are at a 90-degree angle. Awesome. So we can continue this as well, going on to this side, where we are working with BD, and going to DC. And we can say that those are perpendicular as well. Last would be our perpendicular line, or our perpendicular line for right here. And our corresponding pairs would be to A to B, AB, and B to D. Excellent. So we have all our points. They're all right angles, and we have their corresponding sides. So that first one would have four different corresponding pairs and four right angles. Now moving on, remember, in order to find perpendicular lines, we need to have 90-degree angles. So this definitely is not a 90-degree angle, and neither is these points, and neither are these or these. So we don't have any perpendicular lines for B, unfortunately. For C, we can look at this shape here, which is a right triangle. And with this right triangle, we need to find a right angle. This does not work as a right angle, neither does this side. But when we go to this portion right here, this is definitely a right angle. And it can be DO to OG. DO to OG. And we put that perpendicular sign, down. Perfect. Now, going to this this oval, and when we have ovals or circles, we know that there's not going to be a right angle. There's no edges here. So this is not going to work for us, D. Neither is E, because we can see quite quickly that there are no right angles for this triangle, this extended triangle. So what I would like for you to work on and continue is I want you to see if there are any right angles for F, if there are any right angles for G, and any right angles for H, and give me their perpendicular signs, and show me that perpendicular sign, give me the points, and tell me which points are perpendicular using these symbols, all right, which I've listed above here. So I'd like for you to finish this out and find any right angles, and please name the corresponding pair of perpendicular sides. All right, everybody, have a good one today for tonight's homework.